Them with a little alley-oop action. We're on Upset Alert. This is ABA Podcast coming to you with the bracket bustin', going upward mobility. Dunking on you. We got Iceman. We got money. And we got the racks. I also got a new mic, so if I sound different, it's definitely not steroids.
He went from sounding the worst to the best.
It's not the penis in his mouth. On a side note, dude, the deep breath you took there at the beginning was pretty interesting. Took you a second to get it out there.
Speaking of penises and deep breaths, Oakland is about to upset Kentucky.
Woo!
Woo!
Let's go. First
Rocket
upset
Watts.
of March Madness. Let's go.
Rocket Watts. Okay.
Who the fuck is Rocket Watts, dude? I don't see a guy named Rocket Watts on this team.
On Oakland?
Oh, there he is. He's played 15 minutes. Never mind.
There it is.
8 points.
There it is.
But yeah, I mean, just looking at it, he's been off the bench going crazy. It's actually
Mr. Golke off the bench has been going crazy with the 27 points.
9 of 17 shooting, bro. This guy is literally bracket busting. Cinderella story starting. Actually, Kentucky on a run, a 2-point game.
That's wannabe Steph Curry right there.
Who do you guys think is going to be able to make it through one of the more competitive / interesting brackets we've seen in modern history in the NCAA?
Well, Chase and I were just talking about it before you got on the pod. My upset, or my Cinderella team, is going to put number 1 UNC on upset this next game, I believe.
That's not what I heard earlier.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but I kind of did backtrack a little bit. I told Chase I'd take him regardless.
I mean, UNC, I feel like, has that one thing that a lot of other teams don't have, and that's a big man that can score. So they're extraordinarily formidable. Baycott's playing really well right now. He seems juiced, so I don't know, man.
Honestly, I just think that there's something about Michigan State, especially in March, especially after last year, watching the runs they were going on.
True.
They've never done it from a 9 seed before, but, I want to believe. I think Michigan State, I think the Spartans are taking out UNC. That's my upset in the bracket. Yeah. That's my big one. I mean, I've got a couple other ones, but we'll dive into your guys's.
Being a man raised in rural America, I know one thing and one thing only, and that's you don't step on a Stetson, son. All right? And so UConn, the Huskers, are on upset alert. Even though they have great pedigree, it's usually not when they have a number 1 seed that they do their damage. It's usually when they're like a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Huskies, sorry. The UConn Huskies. I ain't talking about that guy that's cheating on Call of Duty that's balding. Okay? What's he gonna fucking do? Sue me?
Who cares? He's a bitch.
He washed.
Come on the pod and explain why he had to sue us.
But yeah, I mean, like, obviously there's, some quote unquote like upsets that, have already happened and some more likely ones to happen than what I've picked. I was just going for, a little poetic justice. Never heard of Stetson, never heard of McNeese. They're both in the tournament, or were in the tournament, depending. And I just think that for whatever reason, if I was going to pick one, my heart's telling me UConn goes down.
Why are we talking about Duquesne, dude?
Why are we doubting Danny Hurley? Why are we doubting him? This team might even be better than last year's team.
I mean, it's very true. Something tells me, man. You just look out the window one day, sipping your coffee, and God speaks to you in your left ear. Sweet nothings.
I don't know. UConn's got one of the best players in the country.
I will reiterate one more time. You're from rural America. I'm from rural America. You don't step on a Stetson.
Thanks.
Not wrong.
Thanks, Walker, Texas Ranger. Yeah. I appreciate you.
It's Walker Kessler Ranger, okay? Walker Kessler Ranger.
Yeah.
Talking about basketball, keep it topical.
Is an 8 seed, is that a sleeper?
I mean, the 8-9 matchup, it just depends. So, like, if the 8 seed goes on and then they can continue to win, I would give you
I was going to say, I've got Nebraska going deep.
That's fair.
Really?
Y'all have been hearing from me all week. I am so in on Japanese Steph Curry, Keisei Tominaga. Dude.
They do got Big Davidson vibes. I mean, not quite as low on the seeding, but, like, if you can shoot the ball and you can shoot the ball consistently, you have a chance to win. No lead safe.
He's got, fuck you, I'm going to throw up a crazy shot to win the game kind of vibes.
Well, and so LeBron and JJ Redick were talking about it on Mind the Game podcast, and, if they ever want to collaborate, I know their numbers aren't super huge, but, You know, they were talking about the
We might be able to pump them up.
the
Yeah, we might
influence
be able
of
to get them
Steph
going.
Curry and the three ball in 10, 15 years ago and previous to that in basketball history. You get up 15, 20, you pull your starters with 8 minutes to go. Now you can't do that. No lead is safe. 27 points is only 9 threes. And it's not unfeasible to think that one day we'll see a run of that magnitude. Maybe not that fast, but I mean, I've seen Tracy McGrady score 13 points in 35 seconds.
Yeah,
It's
that's doable.
pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy out there. It's a game of runs, time
Catch
management,
the right group
hitting
of guys
shots,
on the right day, you can do anything.
right? And so, when you have a player of his caliber in terms of shooting, maybe not all around game, it's what he can do to elevate his team and what his team's going to ask of him. Can they lock down on defense, and do they believe in themselves? That Davidson team with Steph Curry had an unreal level of confidence. They felt like they could shoot their way out of any game or into any game, and it's just, you have to believe. There's a reason that teams have been branded the "we believe," et cetera, et cetera. That's why we call them Cinderellas, That glass slipper ain't always going to fit at midnight, Prince.
Facts, dude. And, playing in the Big Ten with the amount of competition that they have, that's part of why I like Nebraska. They basically just spend the entire season fighting dogs, even the bad teams. So, love them.
I just kind of keep this on track. I do kind of like your 8 seed question there, though, because I do have an 8 seed going pretty far in my bracket, and that's Utah State. I've got Utah State pushing Sweet 16.
That's fair.
Purdue hate,
even Elite 8 on that one, So it's kind of interesting. Just like I think they have an easy road. I think they've proven they're a decent team. I won't say easy, but they definitely have an easier path. They will, I think, end up they're gonna have to go through Purdue, but I think
I don't know, dude. I think the Midwest is pretty tough.
Yeah, and
vision.
I don't know. I'm super interested because we're looking at this Kentucky-Oakland game over here, and that's in the South, but just this entire part of the bracket with Marquette, Florida, Colorado, Oakland, Kentucky, Texas Tech, Duke, Vermont, Wisconsin, James Madison, Nebraska, A&M, and Houston, and one of our favorite sleeper teams unanimously, NC State.
Yes!
That's a crazy... all those games over there are going to be gems. I don't even want to pick. I'm hoping NC State can get through, but just looking at the talent just in the South, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Anybody that makes it out of that is just blessed. They're lucky. It's just dogfight on dogfight. Speaking of that, we'll update. 64-62, 5 minutes to go.
Oh, I've actually got a different score. I've got 67-65 at the moment.
Hey, that's all right. That's a better score.
3:55 to go.
It's a better score.
It's tight.
Twite like a twiga.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, Oakland, I'm not sure how often they've been in the tournament, but if they can knock off the, University of Kentucky, knock the Wildcats out of there, I think they can make potentially a run deep as well.
I think both those teams can make a run deep, to be perfectly honest. I think if Kentucky comes out of this game fighting their way out, they're gonna have a chip, and they're gonna have that confidence that they know. I think Kentucky teams a lot of times are always front runners, and having that.
I mean, they'll face the winner of the Texas Tech NC State game. Texas Tech's a dangerous team, but I honestly think Kentucky's a better team out of the four of those. And if they knock that out, I mean, it's a pretty easy run.
And this is the thing, Kentucky was I think, number 2 overall offense all year in college basketball. So for them to be, contained like this, I think it's kind of, if they're to come out and win this game, people underestimate the importance of a close first round game, right? A lot of the times what happens is you'll play to your opponent's skill level, or you'll play to their cadence. And, you saw it with UNC. They just went out and played basketball. They won 28 points, 90-62. And that's what you have to do. But then that creates a trap in the second game, because you just had a really easy, basically, you just ran drills on them. Obviously not that hard to score if you're putting up 90 and, taking your taking your foot off the gas.
Lucky for them, though, Michigan State kind of routed Mississippi State too. So I don't think it's too much of a trap.
And so just the importance on having a close first round matchup, it's like you build more confidence in a close win than you do in a blowout.
What I was going to say is I think your point would work really well in the matchup with Dayton and Arizona coming up. Because Dayton fought their way. I thought they were dead to rights. I had them dead to rights earlier today. I kept checking that score, and I was just like, no chance they're coming back on Nevada at this point. I thought they're dead. And Arizona routed an easy Long Beach State. You're coming into the next round. Freaking Sean Miller's teams are classic chokers. They love losing in the round of 32.
That's funny.
Keep an eye on that matchup.
That's fair. I think New Mexico could probably upset. Like, I don't know, something about these 11 to 11-6 matchups. I think it is. I just feel like they're a lot closer than they always tend to be for whatever reason. But
are we going to keep the upset game in the screen here?
Just because we're going to get our video taken down.
It's on NCAA.com. I don't think so.
Yeah, actual recording is higher quality. Don't worry, it says that in the top left corner. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear.
Oh, and I just wanted to also point out, Oregon being an 11 seed after making a run in the Pac-12 tournament, are they the best 11 seed we've ever seen?
Ever? I don't know about that, because I'm sure that in the history of
I guess
there's probably been an 11 seed that's won.
Best 11 seed I've seen in a long time.
It's been probably the best one of our time, for sure. Like just from our childhood and above.
They're just in the group of death, though.
Yo, check this out. 11 seeds have made it all the way to the Final Four, though none have won. UCLA did it in 2021. Loyola Chicago in 18. VCU in 11.
UCLA was an 11 seed.
Yeah, in 2021. LSU did it in 86 and George Mason in 06. That's crazy. I didn't know
they're sending this guy to it. Hey, look, it's our boy. Golke, dude.
Rocket Watts? Oh, no,
Golke with 30, and he just got fouled on the 3.
Bro, this guy looks like he went...
Of course this is your boy.
This guy looks like he did a whole Mormon mission before playing for Oakland.
Look at this guy.
He's old, bro.
He looks like he did a Mormon mission, and he also has an entire family, like wife, kids are in elementary school.
Yep. He also works as a stockbroker locally.
He's like a cross
set up retirement accounts.
Dude, he is crushing it for his little neighborhood, bro.
He knows 3 different bass scales.
Oh, dude.
He smokes weed in his basement only on Saturday nights, though. He doesn't go too crazy.
Devout non-weed smoker, man. He's just coming fresh off a Mormon mission.
Man, he's got like almost half of these points. He's got 33 of them.
Off the bench, too, bro. He's about to hit another 3. I can smell it.
Oh, if he can Clint, he just fouled out. He just fouled out, maybe?
No, it's just an unbelievable bad foul. I don't think he's fouled out. Look at that boy, Calipari.
This is just riveting.
Who coaches Oakland?
How are they going to... No. That's a horse cocky foul, dude.
No, that's not him.
It's that guy right there in the blue.
Yeah, no, sorry. Oakland it's not Antonio Pierce, bro. Like,
the guy in the blue. You mean, that's Coach Cal.
Oh, that is Coach Cal, huh?
No, yeah, that's
Hey, by the way, Coach Cal on the court, dude, right there. Caught him.
Oh, it's that guy right there. No.
Yeah, I don't know who coaches Oakland, but...
Another foul on Coach Cal. Stepped on the court again.
Yeah, I think you can step on the court. You just have to stay in the coach's box.
These guys just letting him back in, dude. That was terrible defense.
Awful D.
Dude, did you see, what was it, last week or a couple weeks ago when Joe Mazzulla, like, blocked somebody's shot in the middle of the...
Oh, yeah, he contested it. It was slightly after the buzzer.
I loved it. It was hilarious, dude.
It's a team rule, bro. It's a team rule.
This guy's just throwing... Oh, my God.
They don't do no uncontested buzzer beaters. You know, you're supposed to contest every shot. It's a team philosophy, a bench philosophy. I like it.
We should bring it back to talking some matchups, though.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Who do you guys are thinking are going to take... Who do you think is... Sorry, who's going to be in your guys' Final Four? That's my question.
Yeah, who do you want to start?
Ooh. You guys want to go Elite 8 or do you guys want to do Final Four?
Let's do Final Four.
Yeah, I think that going through the whole bracket's kind of hard, but...
Yeah. I've got UConn, Alabama.
Oh, Alabama.
And Nebraska versus Creighton.
Okay.
Alabama, you think's going to make it? They had the best offense. I could see it, but I don't know about
their nasty offense.
You know,
they also kind of have a soft a soft few games. Like, they don't need to play a biggie until the UNC. And if UNC gets upset by Michigan State, they got another soft matchup.
Well, so I already said that UConn's getting upset today. So then I'm going to go ahead and say that we're looking... No. Wait, all right. I'm going Auburn, Arizona, Houston, and Gonzaga.
Really?
Gonzaga.
I think that they have... I mean, they played...
Parker's sleeper pick, Gonzaga.
Yeah. Moving on to Gonzaga.
1 second.
Struggling with McNeese
I
right
wish
now.
I didn't call you out for that. I wish I would let you come on the pod and be like, my sleeper is Gonzaga, guys.
I need to write that down.
Gonzaga... So here's the thing, though. Like, that... I want to call them a sleeper,
Mark Cuban's worst team in a while.
Yeah, it's just not... I want to call them a sleeper, but no.
They're not a sleeper.
No.
They're rounding their names.
All right. So here's my final four. You guys ready for this one? I've got... how do I want to do this? So I've got Auburn. I've got... Who else did I have? Where did I put this stuff? Auburn, Baylor. I've got Houston. And I've got Utah State.
You literally... Dang, that's like... Why do you say Auburn? I'm curious on that, because I also picked Auburn.
Honestly...
You can't say you like the party. I already said that.
I want to know the reasoning.
You're gonna hate. So Auburn, honestly, man, just made sense in my bracket. I don't know too much about them. I didn't do my homework on Auburn. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. It just made sense in my bracket as I filled it out.
This is the analysis that people are coming for, right?
I know.
They don't come here for the fucking actual information. I need to hear. Auburn just made sense, dude. I didn't do any research. I've done nothing.
Honestly, that was the one section.
Right.
That was the one section of my bracket that I just did. Like, I did not touch. Is that?
I'm not even joking. Actually, that is why people are listening. Like, that is the kind of analysis that we need.
Bro, that was the most clutch three ever right there. Oh my god, that just might have sealed the game. Looks like Oakland's gonna upset. I mean, there's 28.8 seconds,
dude.
Hey, man, 28.8 in basketball is like 2 years.
Dude, I feel like Coach Cal always chokes as a 5 seed too.
Yeah. But no, so I mean that was the one section of my bracket. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know a shit ton about this. This
none of us
area.
Do.
Well,
I mean,
college
Purdue
basketball
is
especially. Like, there's just so much to it. Like, how many teams do we have here? 64.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean less than because a few of the games have happened.
Before this even started, when I filled my bracket out, there were 68 teams. So, there's obviously a few games going on now. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I just dug into all 68 teams. I currently do not have time for that. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. But that...
Respect.
Oh, what the fuck? JD Davis to the Mets?
Hey?
Sorry. My phone just went off.
Bracket buster.
We're in the middle of something else, and I just completely scrolled into that.
That's how big of a Giants fan you are. JD Davis to the Mets needed to interrupt this podcast.
No, JD Martinez. That's my bad. My bad.
JD Martinez to the Mets.
My bad. I read it as JD Davis, didn't I?
You were horrified by that.
Well, JD Davis went to the A's, actually.
I forgot he already left.
He gave up a $6.9 million arbitration contract to go play with the A's for $2.5 million. So,
but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but you're not factoring in that the other $10 million that he's going to win at the blackjack table. So, joke's on you.
That's true. But back to where we're at though, like bracket wise, like I did my research on most of what I could of the other three brackets or portions of the bracket, and then kind of just guessed on that fourth one there. Which honestly, with UConn being in that division, I really didn't want to go too far into it because I think UConn is probably going to come out of that division. Just the way my bracket worked, it was an upset. I had FAU upsetting UConn.
I think that we've actually uncovered a really great talking point here, and it's to discuss how we've analyzed our brackets, because I have been equally as I'm brain dead about fucking March Madness, dude. I go in that analysis and I'm like, okay, Nebraska, they got a Japanese guy who shoots lefty from the fucking a mile away.
Yeah,
right. I'm fucking riding that guy. NC State, they've got a 300-pound O lineman dunking on bitches. Give me that guy.
Right?
I'm just here for the fucking. I need the guy with the craziest haircut or the most weird looking body to fuck people up. That's what I'm here for.
I feel like that's a fair, way that a lot of people do it. Some people pick by colors of, Kentucky's blue. That's my favorite color. Or Oakland's gold and black. I love that. It's like the Vegas Knights. Some people pick by mascot. Like what? I don't even know Kentucky's mascot, but Oakland looks like Wildcats. Nobody cares about no Wildcat, bro. Look at that. A bear beats a Wildcat every time. In rock, paper, scissors, bear beats Wildcat. We just seen it.
And we just sealed the deal that we will never appear on Kentucky Sports Radio.
Well, it's like
I sealed the deal that we will because you don't step on a Stetson.
Yeah, why don't you have Stetson going all the way, Patty? Yeah?
Dude, I have Stetson losing.
Just didn't look right.
right after Stetson upsets UConn, they lose. Realistically speaking, though, like Purdue could easily beat Gonzaga. Kansas could come out of that side. Tennessee has, a pretty linear, decent, chance of winning. And these are all really good teams. There's a reason that they're seeded that way. Like, not only is it put into a computer, but people vote on this, they watch it, they utilize the eye test throughout the year. So I trust the rankings to a certain extent. And then after that, for me, I look at coaching, I look at offensive, efficiency, defensive efficiency. And I always, if I'm really unsure or really trying to analyze, I try to look at guard play, in all honesty. I give a lot of credence. Maybe it's personal bias because that's the position that, hypothetically speaking, if I was a baller, if I was a little bit taller, I would be a pointer, a shooting guard, and that's what I always,
it's because of this hypothetical situation.
Well, it's just how I conceive of things. Like, we all have a worldview in a way that we construct things right in our mind, and it has a bias. It's normative. It comes of and from something. And so for me, I play guard, and when I've watched college basketball, and like I said, maybe I'm reverse engineering this, but when I see elite guard play, a la a Jalen Suggs, a la I'm trying to Kemba Walker, Dwayne Wade, I guess Carmelo kind of counts. He played
Fred
like a guard.
Van Fleet and Ron Baker were fucking nasty at Wichita State, dude.
De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk.
Especially
Chris
if they
Paul
have
at Wake
a strong
Forest,
backcourt as a whole, like Stephen a good point guard and shooting guard.
No, exactly. And so, like, guard play, especially in a shooting era, can really dictate that. I do also, though, when you see, like, UNC, because a lot of teams play small, like a UNC versus NC State matchup would be crazy because Baycott and that big man, I can't remember his name for NC State, but those guys battling in the post, that'd be some old school stuff.
Burns,
Thank you.
I don't know what the rest of his name is.
But yeah, I mean, and so like for me, it's a hodgepodge. I just try to have like a few criteria. So ranking, coaching, offensive and defensive efficiency, and then I look at guard play.
If the listeners haven't noticed, Pat is here to provide actual analysis, and we're just here to be retarded.
We're just here to troll.
When it comes to baseball and football, I'll be back to my mental retardation.
3 seconds left, dude. What are they doing?
Dude, those dudes in Oakland are going to have the best night of their lives.
Honestly, I'd be kind of curious to think about, like, or to even look into the statistics behind bracketology and how many people have actually, completed a successful bracket with or without information. And just to see if there is an analysis to it, but there's also a luck side to it. I wonder what the odds are. It'd be curious.
I don't know because we've never had it been achieved.
Mm-hmm. Well, and so the other thing too, it's like if I was gonna pick a team to win it all today, I would probably go with Houston, and that's just because they've been the best defensive team all year, and like they're still able to score the ball efficiently. And so like when you have a double-edged sword like that, it can be really deadly. It's like they're used to playing gritty games. They are defensive oriented. They want to fight you. So that's tough.
My championship matchup is Houston versus Baylor.
I got Houston, Arizona. I think I see Arizona coming up. Something about them, just I like the way that they play basketball. They had a really good offensive rating this year. Not sure how they fared defensively here, but definitely doesn't look like they were in the top 50. But most of these teams in this tournament, minus like McNeese, Houston, Wagner, who was already out.
Two people out of bounds right now. What's going on here?
And a lot of this has to do with quality of competition too. So you also have to, it's like grain of salt when you're looking at these things. There's going to be bad teams that play in bad divisions with high offensive and defensive ratings, but that's just the name of the game.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. Like sports are kind of weird. So
yeah.
And this is the guard. Sorry, I just wanted to I want to piggyback off your guard play thing because this is exactly why I think UConn has a chance to go so far and is still so good. Not that anybody needs somebody to suck off UConn more, but Tristan Newton, dude, 15, 7, and 6. I had to get the stats up, dude. Oh, you do not see that in college very often.
You don't, man.
That is like a triple-double a night at the NBA level in terms of like equating it.
No, exactly, because Bradley Beal said it best. He's like, everybody's chasing 30 points, and it's like, what can you do to actually impact winning? Everybody can score, right? So, like, if you're getting 7 assists, 6 rebounds, a steal, a block, and deflecting some passes even, or just, understanding proper rotation, it's the IQ. It's the IQ. And
being an efficient scorer.
And that's so hard to do. It
40,
really
80,
is.
30 in college? Not bad, dude. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
No, and as long as you're at like 33% on your 3-point shot, you're hitting what you should be hitting analytically speaking to make an efficient shot. 33% is the same as 50% on a 2. Same as, I think, 100% on a free throw. So.
And as we all know, as I've sucked off Luka many times, I love guys who can stuff every stat column. So
you'd be stuffing his hole if you could.
Dude, I stuff a lot of things, dude. All right, no more UConn talk for me. Except love you, Danny Hurley. Come on the pod. I love you.
Luka's not the MVP.
So who do you guys have winning?
Hey guys, actually, I think we should do right now. We should about face. Stop talking about college basketball. Let's talk about the NBA MVP.
Nope.
Speaking of that, how many shortstops are on the St. Louis Cardinals?
6. 100% 6. I already got the information.
You actually know that one.
I literally have a list.
It's on flashcards.
Do you have a list?
Here's just while we're trying to get a filler on these last 3.9 seconds, guys. Our shortstop right now. St. Louis Cardinals, 6 shortstops. Natural shortstops. They play all over the place. They're doing great. They're there. They rank, upper middle of the pack, maybe top 15 teams right there of how many shortstops they have.
The St. Louis shortstop class of 2024.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm going to put together some montages and just post them in solo videos just for you guys. All right, guys, shortstop for shortstop here, and here it is, number 5.
I would also like to extend a strong desire to always see St. Mary's win. That lady looks fine. She'd be all right.
I just want to know, I don't know why this guy just looks so familiar to me. This dude, this Golke dude.
He probably fought him in a bar at one time.
I was going to say, he looks like every white guy to ever live, maybe.
No.
Oh my God, they took a shot down 4? It doesn't matter.
Look at him, bro. I'm him.
And you guys have just witnessed the first upset in March Madness.
And most likely the best day in, what's that guy's name? Golke's life?
Oh, yeah, Golke.
Probably the best day in Golke's life right there.
10 3-pointers.
March 21st, now known as Jack Golke Day.
Seriously.
Bro, is that Jack Golke? Is that the same cat that played JC and had 100 points? I swear that guy's name was Jack.
Kind of looks like Brock Lesnar's daughter.
Wow.
I'm looking it up right now.
3 people in 5 words. 6 words. That's impressive, bro. That's on average 1 person per 2 words.
No, I'm just kidding, Jack, dude. Come hang out on the pod, dude. We'll take you.
And Brock Lesnar, please don't fuck us up.
You're saying Jack Golke scored 100 points in JC?
No. There was a guy that one time scored over 100 points in a JC game just chucking threes. I'm pretty sure his name was crazy. Jack.
Riveting conversation right here.
That's actually, Patty, that's actually Shep's long-lost son, and it was Gurkey, and he just changed it to Golke because he wasn't too sure.
He just has a lisp.
Yeah.
Meal ticket.
Jake Culver? And Jack Taylor from Grinnell College. There it is.
Dude, I was right on. I told you, bro. I know these things.
Dude, guys named Jack, they jack it up, bro.
He looks like him, too. They got that egghead shit going. Slightly balding.
Have you ever met a Jack without that kind of head shape?
Yeah, my friend Jack is very handsome.
You can be handsome with the head shape.
Fuck.
You know,
I'm out here fucking assaulting verbally all my friends named Jack.
I was just more curious if every guy named Jack has the same shaped head.
Hey, quit jacking off over there, okay?
All right, guys, I'm going to bring the list next week. I'm going to tell you how many guys named Jack have the same shaped head, okay?
But yeah, I think before we got distracted on this, I'm always rooting for St. Mary's. Strong lineage, good friends, our alum.
Strong lineage.
I have no connection or attachment to it. I would just love to see them win.
Yeah.
Plus, Matthew Dellavedova went there. That guy was a baller. He guarded Steph really hard in the finals.
They got a good chance to make a run. They're going against Grand Canyon, and then they play the winner of the Alabama Charleston game,
and that's where it gets tough. If they have to go up against Alabama, like that's a lot of firepower coming. You know.
Yeah.
I had to stop
St.
myself.
Mary's defensive
Nate Oates, dude.
Nate Oates.
Anyway, guys, we've been sitting here talking for about 31 minutes, just blabbering. So I want to hear it now. Who do you guys have taking the whole tournament?
Like I said, I got Houston, man. Best defensive team in the NCAA this year. I just like the game that they play. I think they'll be able to make it out. It is a very stacked division over there, so I know that, like, you know, it could, it's a very stacked, like, corner of the bracket. So I know it couldn't go my way, but I just feel like it's Houston's year. I thought that at the start of the year. They were ranked really high. A lot of people might have agreed with that. It's kind of a safe take, but, you know, like I said, as to who I'd really want to see in a perfect world, I got St. Mary's. As to who I think's going to win, Houston. But I could see Purdue taking it, Kansas, Tennessee, Auburn, Arizona, Gonzaga. There's a lot of teams. Baylor. But yeah, I think my final pick's Houston. What about you guys?
Well, so I had Houston and Baylor in the final, and just because I like upsets, I went with Baylor. I think they're pretty battle-hardened in March Madness. I think they always produce pretty well. I think Houston overlooks them a little bit, even though it'd be in the championship game. But I think that Baylor takes them with a close game, maybe a 3-point game.
You just like Texas.
I love Texas, yeah. But you know what's funny is I actually don't have Texas too deep into my bracket. I don't have them beating Tennessee.
Right, you're Baylor, Texas, fucking.
I know, but I'm just saying
Houston, Texas. Yeah, no, I know.
And then I've
Texas.
Orange down. Yeah.
How many teams do they have in this tournament? Like 5?
They got Baylor, Texas
A&M. Is Texas
TCU,
Tech in it too?
Oh my Tech.
6.
Probably one of these colleges we don't know where the fuck they are from. It's probably
McNeese.
from Texas.
I'm gonna Google McNeese.
Look at this. They got Houston, Texas A&M, Texas Tech. They have.
Where's Duquesne from?
TCU.
Dude, McNeese is in Louisiana. I could fuck with that.
Oh, Duquesne's from Louisiana too.
Wow.
Jesus.
Something about the South, man.
Where's Morehead State from?
I want to go there.
Where's Stetson at, Patty? Morehead State.
Best college in the country,
Kentucky, boy, Kentucky.
Where's James? Isn't James Madison in Texas too?
No, James Madison's East Coast.
Duquesne's in Pittsburgh, bro. Duquesne's in Pennsylvania.
I think James Madison might be like Maryland or Virginia.
We know BYU's in Hawaii and Idaho.
No, Idaho.
Oof.
Oh, Stetson. I almost thought Stetson was going to be from Texas too, but
where are they not?
They're from Florida. The land of Florida.
Whoa. Pause.
Go, bro. Yeah.
Pause.
Come on.
Charleston, that's got to be South Carolina. What about Colgate? Where do we think Colgate's from?
Colgate?
Dude, Quez.
Longwood, bro. Longwood University, Farmville, Virginia. Crazy.
New York.
Dude, Duquesne awesome. is from Pittsburgh, and they're in the Atlantic 10 Conference.
I done told you.
Duquesne's from Pittsburgh or from Pennsylvania?
Yeah. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Duquesne, dude.
I said that already. You guys just don't listen.
What the hell? Dude,
this is wild. It's like it's
Grand
new
Canyon's got to be Arizona.
There's so much information hitting.
Where's Colgate?
Okay. Not all right. Yeah, I just said New York. Now we're all doing it.
We're all looking it up just like randomly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm picking UConn. I don't need to beat the dead horse anymore. That's it.
UConn, Baylor, Houston.
We're super fucking lame picks here.
Yeah,
that's all we got.
But like, who's like your, like if you could see a Cinderella coming through and making a run,
Nebraska.
I
got them all the way in my Final Four.
Not NC State, so Nebraska.
I would love to see NC State, but if I got to pick between Burns and Japanese Steph Curry, I'm going Japanese Steph Curry.
Money man over there, who you picking as your Cinderella?
Ooh, for my Cinderella.
Dressed in yellow, went upstairs to kiss a fella.
I'm going to take last year's Cinderella. Actually, I was talking to Chase about it earlier. I'm taking FAU.
Okay. I like that. That's pedigree in the run, bro.
Yeah, I just think that they obviously have a good enough program where they're back in it this year. They were able to make a run. They're a better seed than last year. They're an actual known team now. I think that recruiting was good last year. I think they push it through. Now the team that I wanted to be my Cinderella before we even started this, I sent you guys a meme about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Everybody be hating on Cream.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. What's his name?
Like half and half.
Avila, dude.
Avila from Iowa State. Indiana State.
Indiana State, dude. I love this guy.
I really like the guy. He's cool. I like his style. But that's one of the colleges I think that got snubbed. That would have been my Cinderella story.
That's fair.
So, but yeah, I got FAU. Let's go. Do it.
Perfect. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That's why we love this time of the season. I think that it's one of the most purest forms of competition. Even if we find out it's rigged, at least it's exciting, So
I have to say, nothing makes me happier than that football is slowly adopting this tournament format.
And I was actually about to say, it's amazing that not every other sport does it this way. Like,
how is baseball not doing this?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, upset.
Are you talking about college baseball, or are you talking about like MLB?
Any kind of, I would be so much more fucking interested in baseball.
I think it's a great college format because, like, in college, it's so awesome when like a McNeese comes up. It's like we haven't heard that, or a Stetson, and then now it's like they get media publicity, and then people know who they are. You're looking for them next year, right? It's good.
So maybe
for
all college sports should integrate it. Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I mean, I'm a proponent of that in some capacity. I think, like, in a sport like baseball, maybe you do a best-of-3 series instead of one game. But there's something special to the winner go home. Like, I like that, It's like,
you win or go
best or get the hell out.
You win or go home for the first few brackets, and then once you get into, like, say, like, the equivalent of the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8, then you're, hey, 3-game series, there it is.
But I feel like for basketball and football
should be win or go home on this.
Well, yeah, I kind of agree, but, like, so the reason I would say for baseball being different than most other sports on the one and done, it's like the pitching, right? And the entire bullpen, and then like first lefties and righties to really see holistically who the better team is. I get in one game you could kind of condense that, but it would probably be more exciting in a series versus football or basketball, where it's like
you could still get to see who the best team is because like you can get depth out of each game. Is like you could do this way better than basketball with baseball, where you just have everybody's playing every single day. Like you finish your game, you're playing the next fucking day. Don't matter. Like, and then you just keep going. So then you can't you can't pitch your best guy every day. You can't pitch your two best guys every day. Well, and that's
kind of what I'm saying, though. It's just like, like we might not be getting the peak product in that case because your ace is going to be resting to start.
I don't want to see the ace every night. I want to see the ace. And that's why I'm saying, like, you wouldn't see the ace like that. I think you would see the ace more in a series. You'd see that in MLB now. Look at Madison Bumgarner, dude, pitching twice in a series.
Oh my god, bro! You give me
3 times in a series. Look at Chris Sale closing games for the Red Sox after
what
starting.
Mad Bum did in that playoff run is unparalleled. I don't think.
I really don't want to give Mad Bum any graces. I hate that guy.
I don't really want to go into baseball on this podcast too far.
I think it's a good segue because that's probably going to be our next topic.
I'm just a shitty person and I hate Mad Bum.
I do want to talk baseball next pod. I do want to talk about the fact that we've got 2 teams starting their season 2 weeks early. I want to talk about those 2 teams specifically.
We need to address something today. We have to talk about it.
Go ahead, send it.
Do you guys not expect this?
Let's hear it.
The highest paid MLB player might get Pete Rosed.
We'll see.
Really?
Have you guys? For everybody who has not been following,
I know what you're talking about.
Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, I did hear about this. The gambling allegation.
Shohei did not pay. No, stop. Shohei did not pay.
So we don't know. We cannot say for certain what he's done and hasn't done.
Going off of the media and the court documents that have been filed by Shohei's lawyer, that money was stolen from an account of Shohei.
Whatever it was, the money fucking goes from one dude to $5 million, $4.5 million.
Here's the thing, though. You're a MLB interpreter paid by the Dodgers. So let's go ahead and just take a look at this. MLB interpreter salary.
It's Issei.
$300,000 to $500,000 annually. Okay, a lot of money, right? Whatever. How do you go $4.5 million in debt gambling?
Dude, people who make way less money get into way more debt than they can. He's leveraging is why.
But hear me out, though. How is it? Okay, so you go to a casino and you want to get a fucking payday loan from them. Yeah, they'll give it to you, but you're signing everything over, right? So how is it this guy got that much money, right? Maybe he won, whatever. Okay, cool. He won some money. He's now obviously he didn't win because he's $4.5 million in debt. He's $4.5 million in debt. Has his assets been seized yet? What did he put up as collateral? And how the fuck is he going around stealing money from his supposed friend?
That's what I don't understand is he stole this money, but Shohei Ohtani's in the dugout with him the same day, just
right,
acting pretty normal. And you don't act pretty normal about it around a guy who stole $4.5 million from you.
And the crazy part about all of it too is if you look at it and the history that the sport has had of players betting, did he just try and pull a fast one, bet a bunch of money, and lost it, and now they're trying to cover it all up, and he's trying to save his ass and say his boy stole it, even though his boy was making sports bets for him?
Well, and I did hear a statement that they said all bets were not on baseball. Who fucking knows if that was true?
It doesn't matter.
And the problem is that the bets were placed with an illegal sports gambling.
It was illegal,
outfit.
right?
Yeah, and
illegal.
That's the problem.
Here's what it is, right? So you take this guy and you have him go and make your bets for him, right? And then it's pretty apparent that you knew that he was either A, making those bets, or B, taking your money, because you're still cool with him, right?
Exactly.
I feel there's a degree of separation here, though. It's nuanced, right? In Pete Rose's case, he's directly betting and linked to it, right?
Yeah,
just like Yasiel Puig. In this case, this guy's betting on a bunch of shit, right? $4.5 million worth of shit. Gets in that hole, and he's probably getting threatened, right? They're like, we're going to come break your legs. They're not going to kill him. They want their money, right? And so at a certain point, it becomes this guy knows where Shohei is, and how long is it before they get to Shohei? If I'm Shohei, what's $4.5 million when I'm promised $700 million, right? Even if it's a bad business move, right? You're kind of pigeonholed in a sense because it's peace of mind,
And this is why I don't think it was stolen.
Stolen's a terrible term, right?
Yeah.
He willfully gave the money to his interpreter to pay off gambling debts.
I was going to say,
the ethics of that are questionable, right?
Extorted's a good way to put it. Yeah.
It's probably extortion, more than likely. And he's going to get his money back, and this dude's probably going to jail, and then there's going to be this huge other thing that comes out of it. And if there's any direct link to Shohei in this ring, that's where it's but at the same time, dude,
right? I'm pretty sure that the MLB came out and said they're not going to investigate Shohei,
which is crazy.
And that's the thing. Like, I get, dude, he's the league's biggest star.
They would
right
have
now.
investigated any other player. Shut up. No
Dude,
chance.
It could have been Mookie
That's
Betts.
exactly
it could have been
what I
Freddie
would
Freeman.
say
It
if
could
I
have been
was gonna
fucking
investigate.
Jose Altuve. It could have been any of those guys. It could have been fucking Vlad Guerrero Jr.
They would have burned Mookie at the stake if they
Bro,
could have.
Did
Right.
Houston get stripped of its title or lose any draft picks? Nobody cares. Everybody cheats in baseball.
But that's the thing. Like, so to me, like, to make this a big story and then just to be like, hey, we're not going to investigate it, but the public should know.
Yeah.
Well, what's weird to me is this is a developing story. We are 48 hours deep, and MLB's already like, we're not going to investigate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like they had their mind made up, you know? It's just like, yeah, we can't lose the stars.
Exactly.
But I don't know.
Star.
I mean,
We can't let the world's biggest star just disappear.
Well, yeah, everybody gets that privilege. O.J. Simpson was allowed to drive around in a car when he was like trying to be arrested for multiple hours.
Dude.
So
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he
okay?
was given preferential treatment
They never
because
found
he
the
was
knife,
a
bro. Shut up.
superstar during a car chase. Okay,
Really?
we're not getting into anything else.
Ray Rice beat somebody in an elevator and he goes to jail. So what's the difference?
By the way, fun fact, I believe when I used to watch that reality show Jail about Las Vegas jail, I think O.J. Simpson actually had his own cell because of how often he would end up back in jail there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Fun fact.
Also, Trevor Bauer, fully acquitted, doesn't have a fucking job. Willing to take the league minimum. Let's go.
I think there might be an issue with getting a Cy Young award because that's 2 Cy Young players that were struggling to get contracts up until a couple days ago.
Yeah, and Jordan Montgomery's still out there too. Wasn't he a finalist or something like that?
I think
everybody
record,
knows it's not worth it.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
On record, no, say it.
On record, I don't think I'll ever support Bauer.
I'm not supporting him, but like, here's my thing, dude. Like, he is a good pitcher. I think he's better than Yamamoto. I think he's
stop. Oh my god.
What I do? I think he's proved more in the MLB than a lot of other pitchers.
Yamamoto's pitched better in Japan League than him.
Do I agree with his off the field shit? No, he can go figure that shit out. But he wasn't charged with anything. He was literally like everything was dropped. How the fuck doesn't he have a job? He's the white Colin Kaepernick of the MLB.
People don't like him. People don't like him.
Call it a fucking witch hunt.
Yeah,
I know. I don't. I mean, we were talking about this in the group chat, but like,
yeah,
I think he's got a reputation as a bad locker room guy.
Dude, he was an asshole.
He probably is, bro.
Well, there's a guy I didn't know this guy personally, but I've heard some stories through the grapevine of a guy who went to my high school who pitched on that UCLA team. And Bauer and Garrett Cole did not like each other at all.
Well, so let me put it this way, right? Like, you can literally see that Bauer was an asshole. Like, go back and watch all his media, everything.
Yeah.
Go back and look how he handled the whole situation. He was calling shit out. He is literally a fucking jock. Dude.
Pat's like, let's get rid of this before Trevor Bauer sues us.
Bro, like, I'm out on that. We're giving him too much time already. Fuck that guy. There's so many more deserving people of the spot.
I think we kind of went too far into baseball. I think we're at a good stopping point for the day.
I agree.
Yeah, I think we went too far when we talked about OJ.
The knife. There was no knife. No knife.
Didn't fit. What are you talking about, dude?
There's a lot of allegations flying out here. Allegation starts with A. We start and end with A. The A stands for anything and but average.
Before Patty ends this, I just want to throw this out there, guys. Go ahead and start looking for it. We're going to try and do some live streams here in the future. We're going to, try and maybe get some live analysis of maybe some of these Sweet 16s, Elite 8 games, maybe the NFL draft coming up. So go ahead and take a look for that. We're ABA Podcast, and go ahead and finish it off, Patty. Get us out of here.
This has been Rax. This has been the Iceman, and this has been Money, bringing you the conclusion of the Oakland, Kentucky game, giving you some bracket projections, and next week we'll be back to talk about America's pastime, baseball. Thank you.
Baseball.